What's up, LG Gang? Okay, today I am coming at you guys, or this morning I'm coming at you guys with the week 6, day 6 devotional on grief, guys. I just want to kind of jump right into it. And I have my notebook here. So if you guys see me looking down, I did write notes just because grief has so many levels. Grief, a lot of people associate grief with someone passing, someone mourning, someone, dying or something like that. But there's so many levels of grief, guys. And it may have different meanings on, just different situations or different seasons that you guys are in or what you guys experience. But for me, and I forgot to put up my phone, but let me keep talking to you guys. For me, it means many things, like a loss of something, not always a loss of a person, but something. And sorry guys, I got my breakfast smoothie here. So I gotta get that down before, you know me, I'm always clumsy. Gotta get that down before my morning starts. But like I always do, guys, while I'm searching for this, like I always do, I always like to read the email from Flourish Here. Love Michelle Anna. Flourish Here. And I really like reading y'all this because I give you guys an inside piece of what I'm really doing with this devotional and how I kind of play it out and plan it. So yeah, I want to rewind a little bit to let you guys know day 1, week 1, all the way to day 5, week 5, and then we'll enter into day 6 of grief. So day 1, week 1 was in fear. Week 2 was trust. Week 3 was relationships. Week 4 was finances. Then week 5 was pain. Yes. I got a lot of, the past couple weeks I've been getting quite a few DMs and messages and comments regarding my devotionals. And thank you guys. I love you guys so much because it gives me, encouragement and upliftment. Like, okay, I'm doing this. People are tuning in. People are, can relate to some of these subjects or topics or devotionals, and they tell me, different situations that they're going through, situations from the past, present, when it was on fear, they feared this, and that. And we kind of bonded a little bit going back and forth on the fear subject, relationships. Shout out to some of my subscribers. I love y'all for commenting down below and telling me how you guys feel about it or whatever. But day 6 is on grief. And I wanted to read this to you. It says, I always thought you can only grieve a person when in fact grieving is so universal. If you pause and think about some of the things you're sad about, you may be able to identify the fact that you are grieving. My hamsters, guys, I'm so sorry. You may be able to identify the fact that you are grieving the loss of a life as you knew it. Be it divorce, breakup, death, of a dream or something like that. Give yourself the space, time, and grace to grieve what once was. As far as grief, it relates to the literal loss of a person. One of the things I like to share is that I haven't found that same healing or heals. Let me rewind back. I'm sorry, guys. The little rumbling is kind of throwing me off. As far as grief, it relates to the literal loss of a person. One of the things I like to share is that I haven't found that time heals all wounds, but Jesus surely does. Amen. I can't give you a time frame that it took for me to see the light after my husband passed away. Sometimes, till this day, I think, wow, this really happened. The thought is daunting, and those are the days my grip is so tight on Jesus. I know that he is there for me. What I don't know is what I would do without him. I'm so thankful that he sees every tear and is turning it all into beautiful joy. And the chapter and the verse and everything that we are reading from is actually Psalms 56, or that not what we're reading from, but that it's coming from, is Psalms 56:8, and I will read it to you. It says, "You keep track of all my sorrows. You have collected all my tears in your bottle. You have recorded each and every one in your book." The journal question, guys. Y'all know I love that journal question. Happy Sunshine Sunday. Happy Sunshine Sunday. I forgot to say that, but yes, happy Sunshine Sunday. Okay? The journal question is, what areas of your life have you not given yourself the space and time to grieve? Have you recently experienced the loss of a loved one? How are you coping? Okay, I love this journal question. The first part is like, what areas of your life have you not given yourself the space and time to grieve? This is, and I may or may not get emotional. I don't know, because I really took some time to kind of think about this, and I thought about a couple of things. One, Kelly leaving. Yes, I know. I don't know if I'm not going through the grieving process right now, but I am thinking about it mentally. Like I feel like I'm going through it like a little bit mentally instead of more of physically, more mentally, like thinking about it, Two, loss of my grandmother. I miss her so much. Like I just really, really miss her. And then three, just coping, how to cope with it. So I'm going to talk about Kelly leaving, I always talk about Kelly leaving, but I'm really going to, I think, I'm not grieving yet, but I know for a fact a couple of pointers, at least 4 pointers that I actually written down that I know that I'm going to be experiencing. One, I'm really, 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 really going to miss like the little things Kelly and I do. Like, we randomly wake up in the middle of the night together to use the bathroom. She goes to one bathroom, I go to another bathroom, and we're just both up, and I just be like, okay, let's just talk. Or she goes, Mom, can I lay on you? Yeah, but I'm gonna really miss those times in the car rides, that, we experience together, when we just blast the music and we're just twerking in the chair or something like that. I'm really gonna miss like those moments, like we just get up on a Saturday, go to the thrift store just randomly. We don't even want anything from the thrift store, but we just find t-shirts, and do a haul on them. Randomly go to the mall, window shop, and end up having bags on top of bags and having to explain to Daddy what happened. Those things, like those mother-daughter bonding times, I'm really, really gonna miss those. I do not know. And well, I do know there is nothing that can replace those moments, and I'm glad that I could experience those times with her, and I don't really, I say it now. I don't know how I'm gonna think when she leaves, but I say it now, like I really don't want to fill that void. I don't know if that will make or break me, but right now, at this very moment, at this very second, no, I don't want to, because I don't know why I don't want to. Maybe that's something that when I do go through the grieving process or whatever, I will find out and understand it. But right now, I just don't want anything to fill that void, I don't know. But like I was saying, we like car dances, we would gossip together. We'd be like, girl, or I'll be like, this is what happened at work, or this is what I went through the drive-through and they did this and I was mad and this, they cut me off, and boom, 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 or her coming home, Mom, this is what happened at school today. Mom, this is what happened at dance practice today. Mom, this is what happened at, church camp, or something like that, I'm going to miss those times, and then the loss of my grandmother, and I think I'm feeling a little bump or something. The loss of my grandmother. My grandmother passed away in 2003, I want to say. And family, if y'all out there and I didn't say the right year, just drop the year down below and let's move out. But yeah, the loss of my grandmother, like, I grieve. There's no like time on grieving. Like, I don't know, you know, really. I know I grieve. Gosh, this is so hard, guys. I don't even want to talk about it, but I just want to be open and honest with you guys, you know. But I very rarely talk about my grandmother, like, openly or in a group setting or anything like that, because I always get emotional, you know. I have my own relationship with my grandmother, and I'm sure everybody in my family had their own relationship with her, but my grandmother has a special part in my heart because when I first came to Texas, I just came for like dance tryouts, pretty much. Make a long story short. And Mike was already here. If you guys have not seen how we met, go watch that video after this, and the puzzle pieces will all fit together. But anyway, fast forward from that part, I went back home to Kansas, and talked to my grandmother. And I didn't realize that I was talking to my grandmother a lot about my husband. You know, my husband now. You know, I was just going. Me thinking, oh, she doesn't know much about him. But I would always talk about him without knowing, you know. And my grandmother was like, you talk about him a lot, da-da-da-da. You know, oh, you're going to marry him. Because Mike would come down like every week. Boom, 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 boom. And it was just that love there, you know. No judgment, you know. When I fall, I knew that she would pick me up. She was always welcoming. She would let anybody stay with her. She always gave good advice, honest, straight up, blunt advice, you know. And when she passed away, I just felt like the family just got really distant. And a lot of people was very judgmental of other people's situations. Not mine, or maybe mine, I don't know. But just very judgmental, and there was no support really from, and I'm not saying, you know, that there was no support from anybody in my family and no encouragement for anybody. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that we were broken. You know, the glue that kept us together wasn't here no more, and we were just like, you know, broken, you know. And I do talk to some family members from time to time, and they do tell me that they feel the same way, you know, and they're dealing with the grieving process themselves, you know. And a lot of times there's no words for how you feel about somebody. It's just a feeling, and that's how I feel, you know. People in the family started showing their true colors. And one thing my grandma always said, when somebody shows you their true colors, you believe them. Don't think that they're lying. You believe that, you know. And I did, you know. And it just made me open my eyes to a lot of things. A lot of things I still don't understand what goes on just in life or with me or with the family, you know. But I start to understand, I start to realize that what I don't understand may not be meant for me to understand, you know. But I still grieve through that. And it's hard. Like Michelle Anna was saying, like, when her husband passed away, she still grieves, and there's no like time on it, you know. And there's not, because it's been what, 16 years since my grandmother's been gone, and I still feel it like it was last week, you know. I really do. Some nights, like, I'll wake up and just out of my sleep, out of the blue, and just really, really wish that all of it was a dream, you know. But I try to hold it in, guys. I try to hold it in. But I just sometimes wish that it was a dream sometimes, because I just feel like I've kind of been sleepwalking through life when it comes to that, you know. But I come from strong women, you know. I surround myself with strong women in my circle, and we uplift each other, and it is okay to cry. And I know that now. I used to hold it in a lot, you know, but crying would just gives me a release, you know. And after I do that, I feel like kind of refreshed, like it's okay, you know, and all that. The ending, I want to kind of move on, but I think that should be like a story time or something, because I can go on and on about my grandma and everything else. And mind you, she was the sweetest person, and her home was like the safe house. Everybody went over there. She watched everybody's kids. You know, it was just, you know, everybody's big mama, or they tea mama, or whatever you want to call, wherever you're from, or their godmom, somebody that kind of always watches out for them. That was my grandmother, you know. The second part is, have you recently experienced the loss of a loved one? Yes, I just went into that. It says, how are you coping with it? My coping, and I wrote down a couple of things. The way that I deal with it, or the way that I cope with it, is I just take it day by day. Like, I don't think about what's going to happen 2 weeks from now. Oh, how am I going to be 2 weeks from now regarding the loss of my grandmother? Or how am I going to be 2 weeks from now with Kelly leaving? You know, things like that. I try not to overthink it, because when I'm such a thinker and I get into my own mind all the time. If you're like that, comment down below, because sometimes I'll be feeling like I'm alone and by myself in that, you know. Prayer works. I always stay in prayer. I could be driving down the street, be praying. You don't always have to pray with your eyes closed. You don't always have to pray like this. You don't always have to get down on your knees. You build a relationship with God, you and him. You know, you guys communicate your way. You know, there's no right or wrong way to pray. I want to make that clear. I also, how I cope with it is doing my devotionals. You know, staying in tune or staying humble with myself. I do like audios in the car, you know, just kind of listening and feeding my brain and feeding my body and feeding my soul, you know. Eating healthy, as you guys know. I mean, I'm not the healthiest either or anything like that, but I do intake what I need to keep my energy, keep me on my toes mentally, you know, keep me on my toes, like exercise and fitness and all that, although I've been slacking, but I do it. You know, I might not do it every single day. Now, eating, I try my best to eat good, you know, although I like the food, you know. I'm not on a diet or anything or nothing like that, but I really do like healthy food, how it tastes. So I try to feed myself so I can feel good and feel energized and feel good, you know, great in all of that. So I eat healthy. Meditation, as you guys seen too, like every lunch period, almost every lunch period, if I don't have to work during lunch, or I'm just like not dog tired and I just want to go to sleep or take a nap. But if you guys been rocking with me from day one, or just been rocking with me and part of the gang for a while, you guys know, like almost every lunch period I meditate, or I turn on some meditation relaxation music and kind of zone out, and that helps me get through my PM session or whatever. But yeah, taking it day by day, not being overwhelmed, prayer, devotionals, doing my audios in the car, meditation, and eating healthy. Out of all that stuff, at the end of the day, I'm content. At the end of the day, I feel good. At the end of the day, I really don't have any worry. I try not to worry or anything, because there I go again. I'll start getting overwhelmed and overthinking, you know, and I do not want to do that. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this devotional. I know I kind of gave you a little story and kind of got off, not the subject, but kind of got off, you know, that lane, but I jumped right back on it. But yeah, day 6, guys, week 6, the devotional, and it had to do with grief. If you guys are grieving and you guys have like some special quotes or a statement or some advice or something, drop the comments down below, guys. This is day 6, week 6 of the devotional, the 7-day devotional. And I really want you guys to get excited about it, because if you guys have not, if you guys have not signed up for Love Michelle Anna, her website and all that, I will drop it down below. I don't know if I've been doing it every single week, but I know week 1 and I think week 2, I dropped her information down below. Make sure you guys sign up for her fam, guys, because she is awesome. She is great. And I wanted to say, she reposted my little thing on her Instagram, on her IG story, and I was like, oh my God. So I DM'd her, and guys, yes, she DM'd me back. Oh my God. And we had a little back and forth kind of thing. So I feel like that we're sisters, Oh my God. But I love her so much. I watch every single one of her YouTube videos. If you guys aren't subscribed to her channel, go subscribe to her channel, because she's the ish, you know. She's funny, so down to earth, and she believes in God, you know, all of that. Who says that you can't have fun and just be you know, and can't have fun, can't go out, can't laugh or anything because you're a Christian? No, I don't believe that. She is so down to earth, guys, and she has all these like different subjects, you know, that she just talks about, and the moral of it is living on that path to be great like God, you know. So guys, I hope you loved and liked this video. If you do, give me a thumbs up. Make sure your notification button is on. And if you have not subscribed, why haven't you subscribed? It's free. Like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Until next time, like I always say, peace out and happy Sunshine Sunday, guys.